Hey, this is Georgie. Welcome to Georgie's Room of Rock. How's everyone doing out there today? Hope it's a good day, good weekend. Saturday, it's a beautiful day here in the Northeast, and the last couple of days been really nice. It's been in the 70s. It's going to be a little warmer next week, but it's June now, which is unbelievable how fast the year is going by. Holy crap. Amazing. So anyway, hope everyone's doing well and everyone's having a good day. So today, album ranking time. So we're going to be rocking with Dokken. So yes, we're going to go through all the Dokken albums, 12 studio albums to go through. Band from LA, led by Don Dokken, who's been obviously named after Don Dokken. So 12 great albums all these years. I think the last one he just put out is the last one he's supposedly doing. But he's been around a long time. I mean, the first album was came out in 81, but he was around a couple of years before that doing stuff or whatever. He's guested on other albums. He was on Twisted Sisters, come out and played the backup vocals. He helped out Klaus Meine on Blackout album. Great singer. Yeah, he can't sing like he can anymore, but most people can. You know, he played all these years. That's what he did, you know. So, there you go. So, I'm going to go through the albums here. And I guess, for the most part, they're all pretty good. There's a couple of them that, like the bottom one you see is not good to me, but this is my opinion. And my opinion is just my opinion. Your opinions are your opinion. So, and no one's opinion is wrong. So, let's get going. Let me clear my throat. Just had lunch, so clear my throat here. All right, we're gonna start off with number 12, which one I talked about not too long ago on another episode of my albums I keep. I don't know why I keep them. And that's gonna be from 1997. And it's Shadow Life. This is the second time after the reunion with the original band, basically. Original studio band. And this album here is just like their whole weird grungy kind of look. I just don't like this album. The only song on here, like I said before, is Sweet Life. The only song I like on here is Sweet Life. And maybe Bitter Regret is okay too. But otherwise, the album's pretty, to me, it's pretty bad. It's really the bottom of the barrel for Dokken, and that's why it's at number 12. So maybe you guys like it, but I don't, I particularly don't like it. So anyway, that's number 12. Number 11 is the first one with, what do you call it? John Levin. And it is from 2002, and it is Long Way Home. This one is just, it's not that this is really bad. To me, it's just kind of boring. It doesn't really, the songs don't stand out. The opening track, Sunless Days, is okay. Heart Full of Soul is Yardbirds cover, and that's probably one of the better songs on here. So I tell you, the cover song is one of the better songs on here. It's not a really good album. It's just kind of boring. I don't think it really stays way better than the Shadow Life album to me, but to me, it's just kind of boring. It doesn't really go anywhere for me, but it is what it is. It's not John Levin's fault. He can do guitar player's fault. He's on a lot of these albums too, John Levin. And here we go. And the next one is from 04, and that is actually the follow-up. Another album with John Levin, and that is Hell to Pay. Okay, there's still Mick Brown still in the band, the original band. Obviously, Mick Brown was in the band with, of course, George Lynch and Jeff Pilson. And but this album too, it's not that it's not a bad. It's better than the other one. It's a step up, but it just doesn't do much for me. The Last Goodbye is good. Haunted is very good too. And what else? Better Off Before. And Still I'm Sad is a pretty good song too. It's just, you know, again, not as good as the other ones. These bottom three are just don't do anything for me. But this one's a little better. It's okay for a Dokken album. It's not horrible, but it's Hell to Pay. It's my number 10 from 04. So there you go. The next one. Now, from this time up, the albums go from pretty good to really to excellent. So, for me anyway. And this one is from the reunion album with the original band, like I said, from Jeff Pilson, Don Dokken, George Lynch, and Mick Brown. And it is from '95, and it's Dysfunctional. This one took a while for me to get into more. It was a little bit different because, you know, this is 10 years later, basically. And but it really has some really good tunes on this one. Inside Looking Out, Hole in My Head, The Maze, Too High to Fly is an amazing song. Nothing Left to Say, Long Way Home is another one. Sweet Chains, it's got some really good stuff on this. It's got stuff that's okay, but both the album has got some good stuff on it. Dokken, Dysfunctional isn't a turn. I think it's a pretty damn good album. It just kind of goes with the times of 90s, you know, the 90s stuff here from '95, but it's still a pretty good album, so I enjoy it. So there you go, look at the back there. Good album though. So there you go. That's my number 9. Number 8. One I'm surprised it's not part of this list, but it really is a pretty damn good album. This one features. This is after George Lynch left again, after Shadow Life, and this has got Red Beach from Winger. Got Jeff Pilson and Mick Brown on this one too, and it's from '99. It's Erase the Slate. I really enjoyed this one. I think it's a really good album. It's a way step up from Shadow Life, where that was a previous album at this point. But I'll drop this up here. But Erase the Slate's really good. Changed the World. Mad as Hatter's great. Shattered, it's a good song too. One, they do the cover of one from Three Dog Night. They do a nice job. Don does a nice job of singing it. And Voice of My Head, Crazy Mary Goes Around is actually sung by Mick Brown. I really like that song too. I think the way he does it too. So Erase the Slate, an underrated song, underrated album. I think underrated album is what I meant. Really good album, really good stuff with Dokken though. Really like this one. So surprised I like it this high too, but it's good. And the next one, number 7, is the last album, the latest one from 23, and it is Heaven Comes Down. A lot of praise with this one. I mean, it's probably going to move up higher on the list as have more listens, but it's where it's at, and it's a damn good album. Don sounds great. He doesn't overdo his vocals, so it's got really good stuff on it. And you know, people always say stuff about his vocals and all. You know, all these bands that, like, you know, they don't do well, or they don't sound like they did. They sound crappy, like, you know. And people go, "Oh, let's just stop." What else are they gonna do? This is their job. This is what they do. I mean, it's like, you know, this is their job. What else are they gonna do? What's he gonna go dig ditches? What's he gonna do? This is his job. He knows his voice is not as good. He knows. But I think this album, he did a nice job with it. So, I mean, Fugitive's a great song. Gypsy, Just Like a Rose, very good songs. Over the Mountain, I Remember. Santa Fe, there's really good stuff on it. It's a really good album. I like it. And it's got William Zappa is the drummer. It's the only album that Mick Brown is not on. So the other albums Mick Brown is on. This one's the only one he's not on. But it's a really good. If it's the last one they're going out on, it's a good one to go on. Heaven Comes Down is a good stuff. It's a solid album. There you go. Alright, number 6. This one's another one I'm very surprised it's up this high. That I like it this much. But it was really good. I don't think anyone talks about it either. And it's from 2012. It's Broken Bones. The last album to feature Mick Brown on drums. This one's got really good stuff on it. I was very surprised. It sounds like a Dokken album, like it should sound. Opening track, Empire, Broken Bones, the title track. Best of Me, The Victim of the Crime. Burning Tears, Fade Away Tonight. It's a good album. I mean, give it a shot. Never give it a listen or thought about Don Dokken. Dokken's done. You know, I think his vocals aren't as good as this, obviously, but it's still a pretty good album. Very enjoyable. So I enjoy this one. So Broken Bones from 2012 is my number 6. Now my number 4, number 5. If you're keeping count with this, I still have the 4 classic albums, 1 latter day album, and I was struggling what to do with this one, where to put it. These two, and I kept flip flopping in my head, like which one did I put where? Where do I put where? Ultimately, I went with this one as my number 5, and it's the debut, Breaking the Chains, which is a good debut. This one has Juan Croucier on bass. I don't think it's him playing. I think I heard something from one of the other channels that it's Peter Baltes from Accept doing the bass on this. I could be wrong. I don't know. I mean, I didn't look. I should have looked it up. I didn't. But on the cover here, it's Juan Croucier with what do you call it? George Lynch and Mick Brown here. And anyway, for these, why I picked this one above the next one I'm going to show you is it's got some good songs. Don't get me wrong, it's really good. I think it's they're not quite there yet at this point, but Breaking the Chains is excellent. I Can't See It was very good. Night Rider I like, and Stick to Your Guns. Paris is Burning is a great, like live. I don't know if it's live or whatever. It's a really good song. Some of the other songs, In the Middle is okay. Felony, and Live to Rock, Rock to Live. That's just, you know, it's good for the time. I guess it sounds a little weird. And the one song I guess it's cringy to me now. Young Girls. Just I sing because I know it, but then you think about it. I'm 53 years old, and I'm like, oh, I was thinking about Young Girl. I feel like a perv, you know. Like, you know, nobody see about Young Girls anymore. I'm kind of over that, you know. But but the album is pretty good. Otherwise, it's a good debut from Dokken. So there you go. That's why it's my number 5. So number 4 is one of the latter day ones again with John Levin on guitar. It's from '08 and it's Lightning Strikes again. I think this is a great album, underrated, super great album. More mature songs on this one. Standing on the Outside, it's great. Give Me a Reason, Heart to Stone. How I Miss Your Smiles, great ballad. I love that one. Judgment Day is another great one. This Fire is heavy, great riff in This Fire. It's a really awesome album. Really is a really good one. If you don't listen to this one, listen to this one too. It's a really good one. This one, Broken Bones, from Latter Day Dokken, is excellent. That's why that's my number 4. Number 3. Now these are the 3 classic ones. What order? Could you go anyone's order? These are my order. And I got number 3 is 85's Under Lock and Key. This one really put them on the map. Videos all over on MTV for this one, for In My Dreams and It's Not Love, which I love. It's Not Love. I love the song. I love the video of them driving on the back of the semi. And it's silly, but it's really cool at the same time. I really like that one. But Unchained the Night, the opening track, is amazing. Lightning Strikes Again, it's heavy and fast. I love that one. Don't Lie to Me, another great one. And Till the Living End, great endings. Fast, heavy for Dokken, love it. Very glammy looking on the cover there, but that was the time period, so people make fun of it, and this, you know, but it's a great album. So Under Lock and Key is number 3 for me. Number 2. This one, I think there's a lot of songs on this one. People think it's a lot of filler. There's maybe a little bit of filler. I don't like the word filler sometimes with some of these bands. I think it's a great one. And it is from 1987, the last of the classic album. And that's Back for the Attack. And I think what I love it so much is Kiss of Death is my favorite song by Dokken. It's by far Kiss of Death. And it's about someone getting AIDS, which is a terrible title, but terrible way to the story. But it's a great album. I love Night by Night, love Standing in the Shadows. Heaven Sent is a great moody track. Mr. Scary, the great, it's to showcase George Lynch, is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So Many Tears I Love. Burning Like a Flame, that was a video too. Drive the Gypsies, not bad. Sleepless Nights, I love that song. There's a great riff in that one. That's like such a catchy riff. It's awesome. And this one has Dream Warriors from the Freddy series there, from that Right Elm Street series. It's a good song too. But 13 songs, it's a lot of songs, but I don't feel like it's that long because I really like the whole album. So Back for the Attack, maybe surprised it's high up, but it's number 2 for me. So great one. And that leaves number 1. And what do you think it's going to be? Of course, 1984's Tooth and Nail. Perfect Dokken album in my opinion. I mean, Tooth and Nail, the title track, Just Not Lucky, is awesome. Don't Close Your Eyes, another great one. When Heaven Comes Down, Into the Fire, the video for that I used to see it all the time. Bullets to Spare, Alone Again is a great ballad. And Turn on the Action, another great song. Another great album. Tooth and Nail is just a classic Dokken album. Most people think this is the number 1, and I love the cover too. So there you go. That's my number 1. That is my ranking of the Dokken albums. Now, this is one of them. I'm going to talk 2 other albums here. This one I should have cleaned it up a little better. It's not a Dokken album per se, but it is such a good album. And it's Don Dokken's From the Ashes solo album. And it's really just got some really good stuff on this too. If you don't have this one, Crash and Burn, 1,000 Miles, Mirror Mirror, Give It Up. And I should look this up, but it's got Mickey D from got Don Dokken on vocals. It's got Mickey D from King Diamond and what do you call it? Motorhead, of course, on drums. Peter Poltez on bass. Billy White, I don't know where he's from, and John Norm on guitars. So it's a really good album too there too. So it's a good one. Very good one. And Oh, I never mentioned. I think I messed up with the one. The second that's my number 11 with what do you call it? Long Way Home is a John Norm's on the guitar. I think I wrote it down wrong, but John Norm's on that album too. But this is a good album for Don Dokken for the I didn't know whether to include it in the ranking or not, so I didn't. But and this one here is a solo album from George Lynch called Sacred Groove. This has got Mandy Line singing a couple songs on here from I forgot the band he's in, but it's mostly instrumental, but it's got some good stuff on it. So I ever heard this one, like instrumental stuff and some singing in it. George Lynch, Sacred, what do you call it? Sacred, I said it too. Sacred Groove. So there you go. Not included in the ranking, but I wanted to show them off anyway. So that is my ranking of the Dokken album. So what do you guys think? You like Dokken? Like the way I did it? If you don't like it, tell me in the comments. Let me know what you think. And you always like hearing from me. It's always cool to hear. Like I said, Dokken's one of those bands that they get a little more respect. They're a little less glammy hair metal, I guess, than what the other bands have done. There really was a talent back in the day. So that's it. That's my video. Hope you guys like it. If you guys like what you see, please like and subscribe and comment. All that fun stuff. Keep rocking metal alive, guys. We'll see you next time.